Now, your most accurate forecast from the First Coast News Weather Team, sponsored by AC Designs.
Wow, it just shows how those storms can just sneak right up on you. That's when we're always talking about these severe thunderstorms this past week here across the Florida Peninsula. Nothing to do with Tropical Storm Bret, by the way, those winds there on that ship, but we are still tracking this, and if there are many maritime interest out in this area of the Atlantic, definitely a rough go. This is kicking up some pretty decent seas as it tracks off there towards the west. The hurricane hunters now cruising out past the Lesser Antilles. You see the plane heading out there. I'm going to be interested to see what they pick up on as they fly into the center of this storm here in our next advisory, because we are seeing some slow strengthening out of it. It's still not expected to become a hurricane, but it is going to get pretty close to that as it pushes over the U.S. Virgin Islands, the Lesser Antilles, and eventually out here into the Caribbean, where it's really going to get impacted by plenty of wind shear and still very warm sea surface temperatures out here. There's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, but thankfully this is going to weaken, still bring plenty of rainfall places like Puerto Rico over towards Hispaniola and Cuba. Then on its heels, we have another area, high chance of development, not named or a tropical depression at this point, but still a potent little tropical wave, another very out of season Cape Verde tropical wave set up here. I mean, you have back-to-back systems right there, and you look where our storms should be for this time of year. The main points for this one, though, it's not going to impact the First Coast. We're not going to see this here. It is going to strengthen out there towards the Windward Islands and then gradually weaken south of Puerto Rico. Thankfully for that shear, I mean, because we still have record-breaking sea surface temperatures here in the Caribbean, which would provide plenty of fuel if the rest of those dynamics were in place. And I do want to remind you, as we've said time and time again, not only sea surface temperatures, but global temperatures warming up over the last 100 years. Doesn't matter if you want to argue about what causes it. The fact of the matter is there is undeniable proof that the atmosphere is changing. And when it comes to sea surface temperatures, this adds more fuel to the fire. And we've been seeing this more and more of these tropical systems rapidly intensifying when they hit these pockets of fuel and these very warm sea surface temperatures. But you need the rest of those ingredients in place in that shear, which the shear is a result of this other low that has been bringing us this showers out here across the First Coast is still in place. And